So I see all these posters for the Love Festival to be held at the Marina, featuring Latin rock supergroup Mana and many more artists. I was wondering where it would all happen, and it's right here, just a few steps away from Galopin and me. Then they put this up at the entrance of the port, and by the size and look of the sign, it looks like a pretty good indication this was to be a major event here on the island. Then the people came. Well, the Colombian people came to Galopin to warm up for the concert, as well as a few Cubanas. My neighbor Arturo told me the Marina was going to be in party mode. I had warned him I was expecting a party of my own on my boat. As well, he had his own pre-concert party and gave me his approval. Most of us had tickets for the concert, including many of us visiting cruisers. I mean, really, we could not be better located. The music was loud and would last until 6 in the morning.
Is this a live or what?
So you either chose to participate to the max, or ignore it and hunker down like my friends Jean and Armel did on their yellow Joshua boat. We waited for one last guest, Joanna. She completed the flock of chicas led by Javier. Music was well underway and the warm-up here was really heating up. Never had I ever imagined this could go down on Galopin. Let's be honest, I'm a Swiss dude who was brought up on order, discretion, and cleanliness. At best, some mild excesses of cheese, chocolate, and yodeling. Good thing I had pulled a Swiss uptight stick out of my ass some time ago.
Here we are, Isla Bonita Love Festival. That fell into my lap, and I'm pretty well accompanied, if you agree with me. So, it's pretty amazing how Javi leads his troop of chicas. He has like total control, man. We just follow along.
Javi does have a way with the ladies. His natural good-natured charisma is intoxicating. The headline band was Mana, Mexican rockers that everyone heard about except me. And here, singer Sebastian Yatra, winner of some Latino idol show, who happens to be Colombian. He played a series of huge hits I had been hearing on radio and clubs. But this was a live performance and his band was so on the money. As you can imagine, the party went long into the night, and we finished just before sunrise. It had been a grand evening except for one small disaster. Gretter dropped her phone in the water while boarding. That night, in tears, she went home early. And in the morning, I went and fetched it. It was dead, that's for sure, but at least she got her SIMS card out. A few days later, we went out to celebrate Gretter's birthday and give her phone a proper burial. She had prepared a Cuban specialty.
¿Cómo se llama tu plato?
Arroz con gris.
¿Cómo?
Arroz con gris.
¿Arroz con gris? ¿Qué es gris? ¿Los frijoles que son negros?
Ajá, lo ponen negro. Son muy típicos en Cuba. Y el resto de Sudamérica lo hacen por separado. Te hacen el arroz y te hacen el frijol por otro lado. Pero nosotros lo unimos, muy gorda. ¿Ese es para las dos? No, ese es para ti.
After lunch, we set off, and music was on and would not stop for anything.
De Colombia, people, y de Cuba también.
Hasta que me canse baile.
Que salga esa michinita.
I gave the helm to Gretter, as the last time we went out, she was pretty seasick.
Isabela. Mira el papá allá, el responsable. Vagamundo.
Buen trabajo.
Gretter. Piloteando. Nacional e internacional. Joana. Ay, güey, puta madre.
Colombia. Ibagué, Tolima.
Carolina. Parcera.
Colombia también.
Y la mujer más. Y la mujer más guapa de todas.
La más guapa.
Mira.
Fabián, parcero.
Fabián. Mira.
Parcero, Palmira Valle.
Colombia también.
Colombia. Y la vaca Santander.
So now we know the cast, and the setting is just west of La Palma Island, on our way to a quaint anchorage. The spot is perfect for the afternoon. Good holding in 5 meters of black sand, clear water, and the beach just ahead. Okay, so one of my objectives of this journey is to learn Spanish. I'm getting better and better thanks to my friends here, and I'm learning their music. I just need to get fluent enough to understand all the lyrics, usually very romantic and sexy. Well, I thought I had an idea of how Latinos behave, and that was just it. A preconceived idea. And now it's no longer an idea, but a real life experience. It's part of the adventure of sailing around the world. I don't want to just visit beautiful places. I want to meet beautiful people. Tita had dropped her sunglasses, so I volunteered to fetch them. Someone asked on YouTube if alcohol had any effect on my free diving. The answer here is no. Come on, folks, is this wonderful? The last time I sang out like this was a drunken version of Hotel California. Again, I want to be good enough at Spanish to understand this. I still have a ways to go. I want to speak Spanish as good as I speak English and French. Combine those three languages, and that's a lot of people one can mingle with. We followed the coast up north a ways to find another beach. I told them we would probably hit the acceleration zone, but they seemed unfazed by that. We were not under sail, and I knew we could quickly turn around when needed. Diana and Gretter were up on the front deck. The waves are starting to form here, and the crew in the cockpit senses little. But the girls up front are starting to feel more and more wet. It's panic. We hit the acceleration zone and everyone now understands what I warned them about. Gretter is terrified, for real. I veered Galopin slowly and we turned back under the protection of the island. Poor Gretter was literally shaken.
Oh, mira. Wow.
The music was back on, a Colombian classic. Practically the Colombian national anthem, apparently, is what they said. And then there was this great hit, also Colombian. Never have I sailed with such musical bravado, so many smiles and such appreciation for life. All these people came from either Colombia or Cuba. They work hard as house painters in the banana plantations and in shops all week and play on weekends. Life was tough where they came from, but the culture beautiful. And it's here on the island of La Palma, home to just 80,000 people. And for now, my home too.
Aquí no hay feas para que vea mi cariño.
Well, we made it. I love it here, man.
Mi cariño se está bailando para su fiesta más popular. Con cariño se juega, vuelve la baila,
Los caleños. Y los caleños se la saben.
For years, I chased after money and success and admiration of my peers. And never in my life have I received such accolades. And all me and Galopin did was go out to sea for an afternoon. Next week, a friend wants to know what sailing and living aboard is really like. He'll find out.